Yeah, right, Mark. Yeah, you should have. Alrighty, I'm gonna go do my own party. Y'all have fun. Good luck. Alrighty, welcome back everyone who's viewing this in post or on stream to the third round of Cloud9's Bullet Cup. Let's get my car selected real quick. We're going to use the Sultan RS to tool around today. Weather today is going to be starting out cloudy with a chance of rain later in the race, so interested to see how that is going to affect our drivers today. Nice. There we go. Alrighty. Get in here and get set up while I read off a few things. Park up here. So there are 11 racers today. Once I get myself in position, I will read off the grid starting order. So this is going to be obviously in reverse order, the same way as we did it in round 2. So, starting off, we're going to have F50. He's going to be followed by Pale, and then Mark. Then we'll have Tim Deadshot, followed by Croco, then Quickz, Snapey, Street, Specky, and then in the back, Skull. Now, I'm going to pull up our... Nope, there we go. So it is starting off a little cloudy. There's a chance for rain later in the race. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these vehicles are going to handle that today. The track we're racing on this week is a Disco Zombie Italia. This track was made by our crew leader, Street himself. I'm going to stay away from there. That is the sticky. Alright, looks like everyone else is getting in position. And Spear is heading over to get his car ready because he's our pit marshal as usual. So this is going to be a 26 lap race. As usual, lasting anywhere from 45 to 55 minutes on average. Everyone should be ready, and we are waiting for the start. Alrighty. be looking forward to seeing how everyone handles it today. Ollie with a massive upset last week. Quickz overtook him. There's the explosion, and there is the start. So Ollie's definitely going to be looking for a podium position this week as they all go into the very first turn. Very excellent as they are underway. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves repositioned. Mark out to an early lead, followed by F50 and Pale. Looks like Ollie is right on Quickz's tail. Will I be able to climb up here? I think I was. Yes, I am. Come on. Okay. Let me try over here then. So I got up here before. Or I guess I didn't. What the shit? Maybe if I drive my car up there, I might. Well, at least here we can get a view of them as they come down this part of the track. It's kind of why I wanted to set up here in the first place. Let's see if there's a right way real quick so I can get my car up there, and I think I can right here. I'm just really trying to stay off the track so I don't hit anybody. But I should be able to drive my car right up here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. This is pod racing. Alright, so how they come? They're on their second lap now. Mark in the lead, followed by F50 Pale, Ollie, and Skull as they go down into the main part of the track. Looks like a tight race so far. I have been lapped, yes, I know. A lot of it says I got lapped by Pale, but not like literally everyone else. So from this angle, we're able to see them go up into the hills. F50 looks like he's had a slight incident coming up through that section. And then we're going to be able to see them as they come up through here. So this is a nice angle. And there they are coming back around again. It's a bit of a shorter track. Ollie has caught up to Mark, with Quickz quickly behind him. And Ollie has taken the lead now. He and Quickz are fighting over first place as Quickz has also taken Ollie over. Very, very close battle up there. Oh no, Ollie looks like he has had a bit of a crash. He has dropped back to 8th place. Hopefully he can make up some time, because that is a tragic... That's very tragic coming into the start of the race. Ollie not having much practice this week. I remember him saying that today he put only a few laps in. So maybe his lack of practice is going to affect him here. It seems like it is, at least in the early stages of the race. He has now dropped back to 10th place. The race is just starting. Oh, Pale having a slight spin out there. I hope that doesn't cost him later in the race. But with Ollie getting first place in the first race and second in the second round, we've got high hopes for him. So hopefully he can claw his way back. Quickz, though, not a stranger to being fast. He's definitely the top driver going into this after his massive upset last week. So we'll see if Ollie is going to be able to claw his way back to get a podium position. Looks like Snapey preparing to overtake Croco. We'll see how he does when he comes up the hill. Close battle between the two. Croco putting a little distance between him. Ollie right on F50's tail I know Ollie's kicking himself in the ass for that mess up earlier. Specky making his pit early. That's going to drop him back. Looks like he's going to go in just behind Ollie, so Ollie's going to gain a position there. Quickz with a healthy lead over Warcrocko in second, Snapey in third. And Ollie now going right up into ninth, right on F50's tail. Pale, who has, looks like he just made a pit. So hopefully now that he's got free air, he can make up some time. Hoping the stream is looking good for everyone who either watches this in post or watching now. I do kind of have a new internet, Wi-Fi 6 now, and it's directly hardwired into my Xbox, so hopefully everything is looking fluid and fine on everyone else's end. Quickz has now widened his lead even further now. Snapey now taking over Crocco for second. XTI in 4th Street 5th, Mark in 6th, Deadshot 7th, Ollie in 8th. I think after the majority passes, I am going to move down the track a little. And get some more action. Quickz has really widened his lead by, I want to say about 8 to 9 seconds ahead of Snapey. The pack from 2nd to 5th, pretty close. And another very close pack right here. Ooh! Some contact between Deadshot and Ollie. Quite a bit of contact there. And once Pale passes, then we are going to move down the track. Skip that for now because I want to get up in here to where this big cross turn, not cross turn, Jesus Christ, what am I talking? Where this is, yes, this is the area that I want. So I want to get them as they come around. Fuck, this turn. Perfect. So let's see what changes we've got. Quickz is going to be in first probably for the rest of this race. I'm just going to lay that out here now. The dude is quick. I will give Quickz that. I mean, it's in his name. Then, of course, Snapey's in second. Crocco in third. Tim in fourth. Street in fifth. Mark in sixth. Excuse the yawn. Specky in seventh. Ollie in eighth. F50 in ninth. Deadshot in 10th, and Pale in 11th. Alright, so here they come. Up the hill, Quickz leading the pack. Snapey has gained some ground. Very tight race between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And Snapey has gained a bit of time on Quickz. We shall see how the rest of this plays out. I will, after this part, go a little further down. I want to capture as many angles as possible. There goes Pale. Usually my plan for these races is we get a few angles from the entire track, then we head into the pits to join Spear. Ooh, this could be a position. As long as there's a way I can climb up this thing. Doesn't seem to be. A disappointment. Ooh, we don't want to go under the track. Jesus. They're not like these oil fields, really. They're nice for rallying. It's kind of what I'm doing. Here we go. This is the angle I want. There we go. That's the one. Now we'll be able to see them as they come through that section, all the way down and up. No position changes yet have happened, although Quickz is has a significant lead over second. Actually, no, I wouldn't say significant. Snapey appears to be gaining ground on him. He's widened his gap from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 6th, 7th, and 8th are all gaining on them. And then 9th and 10th. So really, it's a decent split between the 3rd and 8th. It seems the 3rd and 9th even. 3rd, 10th. Pale actually seems to be gaining ground. I'm hoping he can get back into this. Pale can be a very good driver. Oh fuck. And I'm stuck, aren't I? Nope, I'm not. Okay, good. That's the last thing I wanted to be is stuck. I do not want to respawn. So we're going to catch them on their next lap as they come up the hill. As you can see, they are going past where we were before. Ollie has now moved up into 6th place, back into 5th, and Mark, ooh, sorry for the yawning, into 3rd. Sorry, 4th. So quite a few changes have happened in the past lap. Quickz is still maintaining his lead, followed by Snapey, then Croco. He's followed by Mark, Specky, and Skull, then XTI, Street, F50, Deadshot, and Pale. So a lot of developments have happened in the past short while. Here comes Quickz with a pretty good lead. Ooh, a little bit of spin out on his part. Snapey, I can see him on the map, is gaining ground. Very close battle between 4th, 5th, and 6th. There's Pale. And a friendly little honk. That's what I'm going to do here. I should be able to. Nope. Wow. Wow game, just wow. I mean, this works. Then I should be able to see them come up through here. While staying out of the way. That works. That definitely works. Alrighty. And the rain has officially started. This is going to make things a lot more tricky and interesting. The Bullet is not known for its grip, so I'm curious to see how the rain is going to affect the other racers. Oh, God, I love that sound as they come by. I'm just going to... It's like watching NASCAR. I think I'm going to keep this position for a while. And whenever they drive by, I'll just be a little quiet so you can hear these cars. Yeah. I think Ollie has dropped back into 7th now. Oh, but he just gained that position right. No, he's down to 8th. Bit of a delay in that. Like I said, I'm super hopeful that Ollie's going to be able to pull something back. Top 5 for him is going to be nice. Because his positions from the last 2 races are going to make up for his lower position result today. There's a huge gap from 1st to 2nd, between 1st, 2nd, and then the rest. Here comes the big pack. God, the sound that they make. Shit. My character just decided to fall. I didn't even mean to cross over. But I knew I couldn't get out of there quick enough. I'm going to change positions. Like I said, this rain is going to make for some interesting racing. There. Not that high up. No, don't go in, don't go in, don't go in. Fuck. Okay. Definitely did not mean to do that. Okay. Am I stuck in here? I am, so I'm going to respawn. All up there. Good, good, good. Cross real quick. That kind of annoys me. Oh. Snapey and Quickz looks like they're having a bit of a battle up there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to be heading over to the pits then in this case, so that I can get some better angles. I'm just going to be taking it slow because I know that Hale's ahead. So you can also see the last bit of this track. I really do like how the pits on this track are designed. here, we will be able to see them as they come around that final turn to the straight. So Ollie now has moved up into 4th. I like Spear's position. Actually, I know a good position. Which I'm going to do once the majority of them pass. But so we got Quickz in first, followed by Snapey. He has followed very closely these two racing, Specky and Ollie. Then we have XTI and Croco having a battle of their own. Deadshot into the pits. He's going to get passed up by Mark, so that's going to be a bit of a position change there. And this could, in that pit, will give, hopefully, Pale an opportunity to gain some ground, provided Pale has yet to pit. Their clothes are absolutely drenched. And I can't change that. Oh well. Oh, this is the angle that I want. Perfect. No. Yeah, there we go. So Ollie and Quickz having a, sorry, not Ollie and Quickz, Ollie and Specky are having a pretty good battle over 3rd. So it's going to be for them a battle for podium. With these two competent drivers, I'm eager to see who's going to take it. Alright, and there is Quickz, followed by Snapey. Here comes Skull and Speck. And we've got XTI now in the pits. Going to get him passed up by Mark, and it appears to me that that is everyone's pits. Must be, because Spear looks like he's getting in his car. Yep, that is everyone's pits, ladies and gentlemen. So me and Spear are going to split off. He's going to go film his own. I think I am going to go, I know exactly where I'm going actually. I'll be right back in this little spot again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be clever. I'm going to park my car here. Get that out of the way. And I have a fantabulous view. That is what I want. I may not like the way the Bullet drives, but I love the way it sounds. Ooh, Mark with a little hiccup there. Oh, Spears confirming that's 11 laps to go. All pits done. Fabulous. Definitely a more calm racing today, but plenty of excellent sounds and sights. Although I will say Ollie and Speck are having one hell of a race right there. Oh, this Ollie is right on his ass. We could see an overtake here in the next few corners. I actually want to get a closer angle on that. Specky is just right now in the lead. Ollie looks like he's gaining on him. Is that the overtake? That looks like the overtake. Yeah, Ollie did get the overtake on Specky. Those two are racing neck and neck. Here comes Quickz. Sculla now has widened that gap on Specky. He's pulled that third off beautifully, going through that uphill section. Mark is having a great race this time. He has been in the bottom for the past 2 races. So it's nice to see him in a solid middle, in somewhat middle position. Jack's getting a little more aggressive on that, so we should have 9 laps to go now. Nice little update here. So we got Quickz still in first, Snapey in second, Ollie in third, Specky in fourth. Sorry, yeah, fourth. Croco in fifth, Mark in sixth, F50. Sorry, yeah, Croco in sixth, Mark in seventh, F50 in eighth, Deadshot in ninth, XTI in 10th, and Pale in 11th. Here we go. So we're right here at the finish line. Move down just a wee bit. Ollie and Specky right on each other's tails. They are closing up very quick. They're still battling for third place. It's going to come down to the wire. What's this? Okay. Man, Ollie and him are having one hell of a battle right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get up here. This way I can also look over here. That's the angle. And there's just spear. Positions have remained relatively unchanged. Unless unless Quickz has a massive crash in these last few laps, it's going to be his. Yeah, the rain has stopped. The road should dry up soon, which should make for a little better driving conditions. Seems not to have affected anybody. Of course, Spear is going to let me know when they are on the final lap. For the most part, I'm thinking the biggest battle we're going to be seeing is between Ollie and Specky. Between those two, I don't see any more positions changing for the rest of the race. Everyone is spread out pretty far. Mostly between those two right there. There they go. Although, Krako's not too far from Street. Although there is a good battle going on right here. Looks like that's Market F50. They're followed by XTI and then Deadshot. There is a chance something could happen in the last few races, especially if somebody has an incident. But I'm not counting on it. They are on lap 21 of 22 now. Awesome. So we should be seeing the finish here very, very shortly. So with that in mind, I'm going to drop down because at this point, Quickz should be on his final lap now. I laid it in the exact position I wanted to be in. That way we can capture them as they are going on to the final lap. Ollie and Specky still having a very close battle. Either of them messing up could cost them a third position. But at this point, with Quickz and Snapey so far ahead, they have secured their first and second positions. The final podium will still be decided on this final lap. What in the... My headset just like randomly disconnected. Weird, but I'm still talking. I don't know. I just had some really weird issue going on there. So we're coming down to the final bit of the race. Quickz very far out in the lead. He is most definitely going to be taking first place here. Okay, now this has to be the final lap. Okay, I read that. I must have read that wrong. So this is now the final lap. That is my bad. That's going to be final lap of round 3. Ollie keeping his lead over Specky. I'm going to call it now that the top 5 is going to be Quickz, followed by Snapey, Skull, Specky, and then Street. Street just far and away from anyone. And there's Spear, doing Spear things. Oh, he's getting up top there, I think. What is he doing? What's the Spear doing? What is the Spear doing? Spear, 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 do not. Do not. I will shotgun. I will shotgun. I have no fear of you. Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. Coming towards the very end of the race, Mark disconnects. Oh, fuck. He was going to have a solid mid-place finish, and then he disconnects right at the end. I'm wondering if Spear's going to still give him that position or not. I really hope so, because that is a tragic upset on the final lap. Wait, hold on. He said lap 21 of 22. I think he meant 26. No, it's lap 21 of 26. So we are still far away from the finish. Yeah, Spear kind of gave me the wrong answer for that one. Okay, so we still got a few more laps to go, so still anything can happen. Yeah, that's Spear's fault for telling me lap 21 of 22. Yeah, I guess not. Even when you were doing good, Mark, you just absolutely... Yeah, we know what your goal is for today. Not finishing, apparently. That's just fucking tragic. leave it? No, was it like a Rockstar disconnect, or just your internet acting up? It was your internet. God damn. Yeah, that's kind of odd. I mean, granted, I know I just upgraded my internet, but... yeah, that's a fucking shame. I hope that Spears, not Spear, but Deadshot at least gives you some form of points, because you race for the most of it and just random disconnection. Because you were what is it? You were right behind Croco, I think. So you were in 7th at the time, and you had a pretty good. Actually, no, you were right in the middle of a battle. So I don't know if he would give you like what they do in COT with Adrian points. I hope they at least award you with something instead of just, you know. Yeah, you were 7th. Damn. Well, Ollie has definitely widened his gap to Specky. So that should be a solid 3rd finish for him. Dropping away from Gamer and then failing the death quarter, then being 1 second within Gamer again. Damn, so it sounds like you were having a really solid battle and then just your internet said, no, you can't have nice things. I mean, yeah, I remember back in my first season of COTM, I was having a really good battle with someone, and then half the entire lobby disconnected. And we ended up finishing like in our own individual lobbies. They still gave me points for finishing the race, but they had to put me in the back, which did not make sense to me at the time, but you know how it goes. Yeah, because there goes F15 XTI, so you were right in the mix of that. Like, that just fucking sucks. Well, hopefully next race goes as good as this race does, but you don't disconnect. That's what I hope. I was chasing Street and Quaco, but then I hit a rock, so yeah, I had to push harder again and it was working. Yeah, it seemed like it. From all the angles that I was getting, you were right in the mix the whole time. I'll be right back. Alright. So that's Quickz in 1st, Snapey in 2nd. Whoa! Jesus Christ, Specky. Alright, so that's me. Quickz in 1st, Snapey in 2nd, Skull in 3rd, Specky in 4th, Street in 5th? Yep. That was a lot of delay there. Croco coming in 6th place. Here comes F50 and XTI for 7th and 8th. And I'm going to see if Deadshot can hit me. Come on, hit me! Hit me! Wow. Come on, Pale. Hit me. Hit me. Wow, nobody wants to hit me. That's a shame. Alright, I'm going to join back into their party real quick, but I'm going to have to go immediately after because they're about to fix our internet. Or not. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to join for the next playlist mark, so just let them know that. I can't. I have to get offline because they're about to fix the internet. It's not broken. I don't know what it is, but that was good racing for everyone. So that was actually. I'll join the party real quick. I'll just let them know. Good racing, everyone. As much as I would love to actually do this, they are about to fix the internet,